Welcome. Here is another scenario for the average velocity. Sometimes the tester can ask you to determine the average velocity of an object, of a car, of a body in this way too. So have a read. A car accelerates uniformly through three gear changes with the following average speeds: 20 meter per second for 2 seconds, 40 meter per second for 2 seconds, 60 meter per second for 6 seconds. What is the overall average speed of the car? 48 meter per second, 40 meter per second, 30 meter per second, 12 meter per second. So here three gear changes means the velocities are changing with the gears, and there is no constant velocity 20 meter per second for this 2 seconds. The velocity is changing within the gear, but for that gear the average velocity is 20 meter per second. For the second gear is this one, for the third gear is this one. So to determine the overall average velocity, we have to use the concept as we did in the previous video. You can watch that video as well. The average velocity is the ratio of total distance divided by total time. Here total time is straight away available, 10 seconds. No need to make a long or boring mathematics to find out the total time. So time is available, and from the speed and time we can also calculate the distance. So distance 1 is equal to time into velocity. Time is 2 seconds, velocity is 20 seconds, 20 meter per second, and this is 40 meter. S2 is 2 into 40, 80 meters. S3, that is 6 into 60, that is 360 meters. So the total displacement S total is the sum of S1, S2, S3, sum of all these three: 40, 80, 360. So the total distance is 480 meters. So the velocity is now very easy to determine. That is, total distance means 480 meter per second, or 480 meters, and 10 seconds. So the answer is 48 meter per second. This is the velocity. So the correct answer is A. Another thing, a tip to solve such type of MCQs. One thing that you must keep in mind, that the average velocity of 2, 3 or 4, as many as the velocities are, but the average value should fall into the minimum and maximum velocities. Like we have three velocities here, 20, 40 and 60. The average value should fall between the minimum and maximum. This is the minimum, this is the maximum, should fall between these two minimum and maximum values. Means above the 20 are equal to 20, below the 60 or equal to 60, maybe equal to that one, but it is also not the case that the average value is the highest value or the lowest value, but must be between these two. So the option D is straight away rejected. It is not possible. These are the possible values. Another tip number 2 for this video: the average velocity in such case will be near to that value for which the time elapsed by the body is larger. Means there are, let's say there are two velocities, one is the 20 meter per second, other one is the 30 meter per second. if body traveled 2 seconds for this, 2 seconds for this, then the average velocity should be 25. But if body traveled 2 seconds for this and 4 seconds for this, now velocity should be near to this one. Velocity should be near to this one, means near to 30. How? You can calculate 2 into 20, 40, and 4 into 30, 120. Means it is 160 divided by 4 and 2, 6 seconds. Okay, now 16 divided by 6, or you can say 160 divided by 6. When you divide 160 by 6, the value must be greater than 25, because 150 divided by 6 equal to 125, and I'm going to share you the exact value, that what is the value of the case when 160 is divided by 6. So 160 divided by 6 equal to 26.67. 26.67. Now it is going closer to this value. If body travel for longer time for this and smaller time for this, the velocity should be less than 25. So same is the tip here, that you can avoid calculation, you can choose the correct answer by simple manner. Now here you can see 40 and 60, these are the two values, and 40 and 60. So the velocity, according to this tip, you can understand that the velocity should be near to 40, but here 20 is also there. Here are the three velocities, so you can make a you can make a guess but not exact value. So here greater than the 40 and less than the 60 is the only value, that is 48. So the correct answer can also be determined by a guess by using these tips. Okay, for further videos you have to log on to the same channel, so we will discuss further things.